Yo, this is the first video I'm doing with the mic, so like if the volumes is a little weird, just bear with me because this is the first time I'm doing it. Uh, but I'm just gonna go over how I made this pluggnb beat right here. The first thing I started with was these chords from Xangang. The preset is EP plus mod pad, number 31. It's in the E pianos 2 or whatever. This is what those sound like though. Uh, Pretty simple. I mean, what I started with was just this, and then I copy and pasted it over, and I added this like chord in the middle of it, which if you look in here, like it just goes and it hits on where the clap does, and this hits right before the 6 right here. A lot of people will have like a bounce that goes kind of like this, and it sounds like, but you know that was kind of old for me, so I just changed it up a little bit, and it still sounded fire. But to make like chords like this, really, it's not that complicated for real. This is just the bass notes. I go chord by chord. A lot of people will like put a bass note down and then like figure out some other bass note and then build chords off their bass notes. Like they'll start with this, but I don't know. That doesn't really work for me. So what I'll do is I'll go chord by chord. Like this is just a C minor ninth, I think. Hold up. Or C sharp minor ninth, excuse me. And then, so yeah, I'll just start with this chord right here. No strum or nothing. And then I'll build another chord out. Like sometimes I'll copy and paste it over and then go down 5 or 7 because it'll usually sound good. Like this chord's just down 7 notes. Like if you press shift and the down arrow 7 times, it'll always sound good. But sometimes you could do 5 as well. Like 5 will sound like this. That's more of like a pluggy sound though, like actual plug. But I was going for a pluggnb, like a little jazz sound. So that's how I build the chords. And then this is just the same chord as this one, but the G sharp at the top is brought down to F because this middle note is still in the scale here, but it makes it sound like the chord goes down, but it's pretty much the same chord. This one is just it's just this chord right here, but it's diminished. So like these have 2 spaces of 2, but I brought down this second note right here, and like it just gives a little jazzy feel, like a more jazzy feel when you add like the diminished chords. And then at the second half, I didn't think that it was just kind of a boring, like this little 4 bar was just kind of boring, so I spiced it up. I added another chord in the center for where the second one over here would drop, and I changed the top note. So I added this B right here, and then instead of this being F sharp, this one is F sharp, and this one is G sharp, and then it goes up. So it goes up from here, but over here it goes down. And then just these 2 notes at the top that are just an octave up from right here. And that's how I build the chords. Like a lot of it is just like notes connected too, but I don't know music theory or nothing, so it's just, you seen in the first video on this channel too, like you seen it's just trial and error for real. It took me like 20 minutes to build the chords in that, and that was like a live cook up. I didn't talk in that one though, but I think this is a flute. It just plays the top melody, just to like add some more accent to that. And then same thing as the chords for right here, and it's just the top melody of the chords. This preset is Flute Echo 460. It's in the flutes in Xband. This next preset's a bell. It's called Childlike. I don't know. It's got some weird preset names, not gonna lie. This is what the bell sounds like. it's just the same little 4-bar pattern over. This right here is just these 3 notes copy and pasted over, but with some, like you see down here, the velocity is just changed a little bit, so it gives a little like echo feel. And the effects on it is just delay with these settings. I don't know, I just kind of messed with it. And the reverb, I believe this is like a stock setting. I just turn the dry of it down a little bit, and then there's this EQ on it to cut out the lows. Oh yeah, the effects on this is the E piano right here. It's just an EQ, and this is the flute. It's just got reverb. This is just the default setting too, I'm pretty sure, and this little EQ on that. Next sound was these are Piz strings from Expand. Really simple pattern, just 4 notes. Over here it's just an octave up. It's called Pizzicato Hall Expand 2. The effects on this is right here. It's just delay and an EQ, again cutting out the lows. This next sound, this isn't even in the actual beat. It's a flute. It sounds like this. But it was trash. It was trash. So I did not put that in the finished beat. This is, I think it's a harp. It's either a harp or a guitar. I don't know which one, but it just plays the same 2-bar pattern. It's a very repetitive, but it was kind of catchy. So it just plays throughout pretty much the whole beat. It's called Harp Guitar in Expand 2. I think there's just a little bit of delay on it. Oh no, it's reverb. Reverb and an EQ. Looks like that. The last sound in the melody is these strings, also from Expand. They just kind of like, they're just kind of building up into something in the middle. That's what it's like. It gives just another, like a feel. It gives a feel to the beat. It's called Big String Swells, Expand 2, and it's just an EQ and reverb on these. It pretty much just like default settings for it too. I don't really change too much about it. The full mel together sounds like this. It's really simple. There's not even a lead in this, and it just sounds full. It sounds like kind of magical, I guess. I don't know. It sounds like pluggnb. So for the drums, they're really simple drums too. This beat is just altogether really simple. There's 4 drum sounds. This is the 808 that I use, and I also did turn on the envelope and cut self, so that like when these breaks come in, like no bit of the 808 plays. And right here, I brought this note back, like right here, so it just hits like a little offset. But that's what the 808 sounds like, the pattern. It's really simple. Only thing different from the first half is this one note right here. Just a really simple pattern. This is the hi-hat. This is really simple too. A lot of plugin beats use the same exact hi-hat pattern. It's really simple. Only thing that's different is this velocity, and it's just a 4-bar pattern. This clap plays the basic pattern on C5 all the way through. Just a normal plug clap. And then this rim, it's just it's a 4-bar pattern. Really simple rim pattern. I mean, this is what the drums sound like all together. Oh, that's my bad. This is strings too. Really simple. As for the arrangement, I just have an intro where the 808 doesn't play, and it's just like mostly melody, no 808. I take out the guitar right here and bring in the strings for like a little bit before the hook. This is like a pre-hook type deal. This is the hooks for 16 verse, and then what I did here was I took this and copied it over here, and I cut off 4 bars of the end. I'm not sure why. There, I cut off the 4 bars right here, and so it just went 73 to 77, and it's a 12-bar little outro with the volume automation. And I took out the guitar right here and moved the strings over. The full beat sounds like this. I mean, really simple beat. It's fire too, but that's how I make pluggnb. If you want to see another like silent thing where I just like cook up a beat live, like the first video I did, was talking about earlier, let me know. But yeah, and I also have this coming out when I hit 500 on YouTube or IG. It's whatever comes first. It's gonna have mixer presets in it. You know, what's it called? VSTs as well. Like VSTs that I use, like the edited stuff too. So if I edit the preset, I'll put that in there. It's got the scales for if you need help, like staying in the scale, like so everything sounds all in key. And it's got this too. I'm not finna say what that is yet, but and drums. Some drums are original, made by me, and other stuff is obviously just, you know, essential stuff. But this is the first drum kit I'm doing, so whenever I hit 500 YouTube or IG, whatever comes first, that'll be dropping. So make sure you go follow me on there or sub to my main YouTube for that to drop. And it's also gonna have the midis and loops, I forgot to say. But yeah.